Okay, welcome back to another episode of Active Every Day. Today we're going to cover stretching, lower body stretching, and specifically static stretching. There's all different types of stretching. Today we're going to cover static. We could do dynamic, and we do a lot of dynamic stretching in our workouts. I just don't use that language a lot. We just move through it, but when we do cars and these circular patterns for our neck and our trunk, sometimes for the shoulders and hips, those are dynamic style stretching patterns to enhance our mobility. But today with static stretching, we're really going to put a lot of detail and focus into lengthening our muscles and really spending time evaluating discomfort and learning how to breathe, relax, and gain mobility through, again, lengthening our muscles, stretching with static stretching. So let's talk about it. Half kneeling position is what we need. We're talking about developing some of our mobility that's going to help us do a few things. One is get on and off the ground easier. Two, on and off the ground. Two, it's going to enhance our ability to do a lot of these reverse lunges and split squat positions. Okay, we definitely need to get on and off the ground a lot easier, and I like thinking of it from that perspective. What do I need? A bench, or a chair, or a couch, something I can lean against, something I can use to support my weight. Also, a mat for the floor, something to pad my knee. We're gonna be here for a long time, okay? Let me just adjust this camera one more inch, there we go. So, I prefer to start with the inside leg down and back. So my right leg is forward, my left knee is down, and my support is on my left side. Okay? Half kneeling position. If I start rocking forward, okay, I get a couple different kinds of stretches that may happen. I may get a stretch on my back leg, down the front side of my left hip flexor, my quad down that side. I may get some stretching on my front leg. Sometimes I get a little feelings in here. That might just be actually some pinching. My knee goes out a little. I get a little stretch on the inside. Kind of whatever I need, whatever my body's going to tell me is where I'm tight. We all feel a little bit of a different stretch. That's the general. I'm going to be here for a moment. The whole time I was talking, I was letting time accrue. I wasn't just talking. I was letting that stretch settle in for about a minute. Static is a long-held stretch. Because we're there for a while, it can be uncomfortable for a while. We got to apply that low, slow breathing cadence. It's going to help us out. All right, I'm going to rock back now. And I'm going to straighten this front leg out. So I got to reach it out and get it straight. Okay. Now there's two ways to make this stretch more intense. I can start going forward with my torso. It doesn't matter if I reach my hand or not. Look, there's no change in my torso. It's this structure getting closer. Sure, the hand leads, but again, I don't care if my hand is out or not. If I lean in, that stretch really picks up in the hamstring. The other thing that I can do is create more distance between my foot and my knee. So I'm going to wiggle this front foot out. I know it's kind of getting out of the camera now. Let's see. I'm going to wiggle it forward so I have more distance between my heel and my knee. Now I've actually got a bigger stretch on my back side, a bigger stretch on my front side, and now I'm going to move down and I'm going to hold. You can see how this bench is really starting to help me out. I can get my elbow on there and I can lean against it and relax. This whole lower structure is still in a really intense stretch. How intense should we go? Let's talk. We're going to be here for about a minute, maybe longer, so just bear with me. How intense should you go? It's got to be manageable. So I often talk in 5s and 6s, 3s to 7s. It's got to be enough that it's stretching us, but again, if we can't relax a bit, we're in that 9, 10, it's so intense, it just hurts. It's probably not going to be the most effective. So we're still here, we're still breathing, we're still relaxing. Let's bring ourselves up tall. Let's see if there's any more adjustment we can make. Wiggle that foot a little further out if it can go. Let's get down one more time here to the front. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's ease on up. Use the bench to help us get out of that position. It's a big position. Woo! And then we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to get on the other side of my bench because I want to have my right leg down, okay? I want to have my inside leg down. Let me move that bench over a little bit. Kind of show you this perspective. Again, the thing I want to rest on, okay, inside leg matches, outside leg is going to be the forward leg. We get some space between our knee and our foot. Does that help? That's better. Space between the knee and the foot, we rock forward. And we're just going to hang out here and stretch for a moment, okay? We're just letting all the muscle tissue, wherever you feel stretching happening, adapt, get used to the length, static stretch. At least a minute. It could be longer. I'm not using a timer. I'm just breathing and relaxing into it, okay? I would say a minute's the minimum though. If you're gonna get yourself into a little routine like this, a static stretch routine, in general, a little longer is gonna be a little bit better, especially if you can overlay technique. You can relax, you can breathe, okay? 2 minutes, 3 minutes. If you just spend time doing this, you'll notice you do gradually, just ever so slightly get a little bit further. There is an end point. I'm not gonna go. Eventually I can't go any further, but you keep doing this. After 6 months, a year, you take a photo of your positions or a video of yourself, you'd be amazed. You don't notice it every time, but you might have been back here a year ago, and now you're 4 inches forward. It's significant. All right, that's enough of that position. Let's rock back. We gotta get now front leg straight and length between the knee and the foot. So I'm gonna wiggle this thing out, get a little more manageable distance. Again, I got my bench so I can lean on it and relax a bit. Okay, I wanna try to get this up to like a 5, 6, 7, tolerable but intense stretch. I'm gonna rock forward. At this point, it doesn't really matter what I do with my upper body. I'm just pretty relaxed. I just wanna keep the knee straight, okay? I do pay attention to the foot. I'll spend some time with the toes down and the toes up. But the knee straight, I'm just focusing on relaxing and trying to let this whole area stretch. Yeah, you know, my right leg is the back leg. I still have a light stretch happening on the hip flexor. If you have a huge stretch there, if you're feeling something different than me, that's okay. We're gonna stretch how we need to stretch. We're just using this position to create some length between our knees and feet. We're forward to get a lot of hamstring. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's ease on out. Ooh, you might hear me talk a lot about saying we gotta make these exercises work for us. Okay, so that's the setup. Something to lean against, something to relax onto. Big open space between the knees and the feet, straighten the leg out, go forward for a hamstring stretch. But you gotta search and destroy. When I'm doing stretching, I'm searching and destroying. What do I mean? I'm changing my position a little bit. Coach Andrew said, lean on something. Have the knees separated, front leg straight. Okay, well that doesn't mean I can't kind of wiggle out to the side a little bit, or turn my chest a little bit, or roll the foot out, or turn the foot in. Any little tiny nuance that you make an adjustment to or with, and you feel like the stretch is getting better, or you're kind of engaging a little more, let's go for it. But let's go back to the theme of the day. It's a static stretch, so it's long and it's slow. So that means we don't want to start bouncing. Okay, sure, I feel a stretch and a stretch, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for that long, long, low, low, and slow. Okay, it's not a dynamic stretch day. It's a static stretch day. It's a different theme. So we're combining different techniques over our week, month, year, different strategies to hopefully get the most out of our body. There's no one way that works the best for everyone, so we've got to take all these and do the best we can with them. Static stretch, next time will be dynamic stretch. Stay active every day. We'll see you next time.